Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my very first Q&A video. The channel has absolutely been blowing up the past week or two, so I thought I would take this opportunity to answer some of your questions. If you enjoy this Q&A and you would like me to do them more often, then please let me know, and please leave any questions you may have in the comments of this video, and in the next Q&A I will be answering those comments. So let's go ahead and get into it. I made a community post a couple days ago asking you for your questions, so I'm going to be reading all of those comments. And you can see I made this post just 4 days ago, and at the time I posted the screenshot of just having reached 20,000 subscribers. And if you go look on my channel now, I'm already over 48,000 at the time of filming this video. So absolutely crazy growth on the channel, guys, and welcome to everyone who's new to the channel. Let's go ahead and get into this. I will sort this by new, and let's go to the first comments and start from there. Wow, there's quite a few here. Okay, so Aluvais Sharaf gives me a laughing emoji and a fire emoji. Thank you, bro. The Savvy Natty says, whoa, what happened? Something go viral. So yes, something did kind of go viral. It's my physiques before steroids existed short, which actually I uploaded like 9 months ago, and suddenly last week got like 6 million views. So absolutely crazy. I got very lucky with that one. The Savvy Natty again says, don't forget us OGs when you hit 1 million, man. Congrats though. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. I will not forget you guys. The Savvy Natty has been on this channel for quite a while, and there's a couple other comments here from people that have been watching me for a long time. So definitely will not forget you guys, and 1 million is a long ways away. But thank you, Savvy Natty. Papo Prime Archon says, Sergio Oliva or Arnold? Neither. Steve Reeves. Big Smoke, what were the measurements of Bronze Era bodybuilders? Arms, legs, calves, etc. Big Smoke, you should probably ask that to Google. Obviously, different people have different measurements, and I don't know all of them off the top of my head. So feel free to check it out for yourself. But thank you for your comment. Iron Punk says, maybe you're going to be the first one in this community to truly go mainstream, bro. Your style of videos is more palatable to the masses than hour-long lectures from NH, I guess. Everything short and to the point, not overly in-depth, which scares the mainstream. Great job. Iron Punk, thank you very much for your kind words. That's very nice of you to say, and I appreciate your support. The Noob Gamer says, how to do a push-up if you are a beginner and can't even do one. So if you can't do a push-up, just a normal push-up on the floor, then I would recommend trying to do push-ups on your knees. If that is too difficult as well, then maybe try doing them like off of a bed, where your hands are on the bed, or even like on the table. If that's still too difficult, then try doing push-ups off of a wall, which pretty much anyone can do that, and then, you know, work your way up to doing normal push-ups just on the floor. Anonymous, which, yeah, anonymous, I get it. What are your thoughts on Stephen Reichman's research that shows that cholesterol helps build muscle? Anabolic, for lack of a better word. I am not familiar with Stephen Reichman's research, so feel free to send me that if you'd like me to look at it. In terms of cholesterol being anabolic, I'm not sure. I don't know much about it. I do know that I think testosterone is made from cholesterol in the body, right? But in terms of whether eating cholesterol is good for gains, I don't know. Adel FL says, how much money you make from this channel? At the moment, I've made 0 money from this channel, but it might be getting monetized very soon, maybe even by the time you're watching this video. So yeah, but at the moment, no money has been made. Atari HMB says, do you believe we are too complacent with technology, social medias, etc. to truly understand the mental and physical capabilities of the human body? I feel far too many people doubt our capabilities. Met a guy that said Z's body isn't obtainable without PEDs. So I do definitely think that you can get Z's physique without PEDs. Maybe not in the time frame that Z's got it, but if you train for 5-10 years natural, you can look as good and even better than Zs. That's my honest opinion on that. In terms of social media making us too complacent, I think social media is a tool which can be used or misused. Pretty much everything I know about training and bodybuilding, I've learned from the internet. So for me, it has been very useful. I don't think I'd be where I am without the stuff I learned on social media. But at the same time, you got many people who misuse it, they're addicted. You've got analysis or paralysis by analysis, you know, when you just spend so much time looking at stuff and not so much time actually training. So yeah, I think it's a tool and it can be used or misused. Thank you for your comment. Andrew J, how old are you and what was it like growing up? So I'm 25 years old. Growing up, we moved around a lot. So I lived in a bunch of different countries, and I'm an only child, so don't have any brothers or sisters. And I also never really had a stable friend group because we moved around a lot. So I really spent a lot of time on the computer playing video games, and I was always very skinny and very weak. So yeah, I had a good childhood, not complaining, but I was very different than I am now. But aren't we all? Vladimir Curbello says, good question, sir. How do I make my arms big with only a dumbbell weight? So Vladimir, you're going to want to take that dumbbell in your hand and go like this. And you want to do that a lot. Never knows best. Congratulations, man. You deserve it. For the sake of community, you want a channel like yours to be small, but the message of natural lifting deserves to be on a bigger platform. Thank you for your comment, bro. That's nice of you to say. We'll see about the community staying small. Big Bang 888. What exercises did Indian Bronze Era bodybuilders do? Also generally about Bronze Era training styles. Your channel is blowing up. Congrats, man. Thank you very much. In terms of Indian Bronze Era bodybuilders, you can check out the video on my channel. How did Indian bodybuilders get so jacked? And I will be making more videos talking about Bronze Era styles. AJ Rawl says, go over Bronze Era diet and lifestyle in a Q&A. So yeah, I'm not going to go into that here because there's a lot to talk about, but I will be making more videos about this, so stay tuned. Mike the Moocher says, what's your diet? So at the moment I'm bulking, and if you would like to know my philosophy on bulking and how I'm eating at the moment, go check out a video I made called No BS Diet Advice to Go from Skinny to Jacked. That pretty much sums it up. And if you'd like to know what I'm like, what I eat when I'm cutting, I did a pretty serious cut in February where I got quite lean. And I documented everything on my channel. There's a playlist called Fluffy to Lean, so go check that out if you're interested in how I cut. Thank you for your comment, Mike the Moocher. Tara Chad says, can you do an overview on carbs and how much carbs one should add to their diet? So personally, I don't track carbs. I never have. If I track anything, it's going to be calories and protein, and that's really what I would recommend to you as well. I don't think you need to go crazy tracking your carbs. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Thank you for your comment though. So the next one, Aran Des. So you've been lifting for about 1.5 years, right? Something I've been wondering is how can we stay committed to the game for the rest of our lives and never give up? Sometimes I'm worried that my future self won't think it's worth it anymore and just give up. Is it only about loving the process or is there more? That's a very good question, Aaron Des. Yes, I have been lifting for about 1.5 years in terms of serious bodybuilding focus, though I did have experience from CrossFit before that. And in terms of staying committed for the rest of our lives, to be honest, yes, I do think if you want to bodybuild for the rest of your life, you want to do this for the next 50 years, you're going to have to love bodybuilding. So personally, I love bodybuilding. It's not difficult for me to stick to it. I know I'm going to do this for the rest of my life because I love doing it. If you don't love bodybuilding, it's going to be very difficult for you to do this for, decades. So find something you love. If it's not bodybuilding, it might be powerlifting, rock climbing, gymnastics. There's a bunch of sports that can have you looking amazing, being very healthy, being strong, and it doesn't necessarily have to be bodybuilding. So find something you love. And if you do love bodybuilding, it's not going to be difficult to do it for the rest of your life. Arslan Naeem, love from Pakistan. Thank you, bro. Sir, do you know Tarun Gill? Search him on YouTube. He is an Indian YouTuber who is a bodybuilder too, and he promotes Maggi. He said Maggi help in getting bulk physique. Well, thank you for your comment, Arslan. Unfortunately, I do not know who Tarun Gill is, and I have not heard of Maggi, so I cannot comment on this. 5'4", trying to be yoke, another longtime viewer of this channel. Do you think Bronze Era natural bodybuilders were superior to Arnold or other steroid bodybuilders that are idolized and called legends? Superior? No, I don't think anyone is superior to anyone else. That's just my philosophy in life. But they're just very different sports. Enhanced bodybuilding, natural bodybuilding, they're very different sports, and it's very difficult to compare the two. So that's what I'm going to say. The Real Ralph says, what do you think about the afterlife? That is a very deep comment, bro, for a lifting channel. But I will say I'm agnostic. So basically my answer is I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I die. Gyani Admi, what is your diet, and make more pre-steroid videos? I will definitely make more pre-steroid videos, and for my diet, I think I've covered this already in previous answers. 69 Einstein, what's your goal physique? Have you read any mangas? If so, which ones do you like? I have not read any mangas. I don't watch anime, that kind of stuff. I really just don't know anything about it. I know a lot of lifters do. What's my goal physique? That's a good question. To be honest, I would say my goal physique is probably me plus 10 kilos of muscle. If I could snap my fingers and look like anyone, I would probably pick Steve Reeves. I think he has possibly the best natural physique of all time. But obviously, I'm not Steve Reeves. I have different genetics. I have a different build, different proportions, different insertions. So I'm never going to look like Steve Reeves. I'm going to look like whatever I'm going to look like with an extra 10 kilos of muscle. That's my goal, and that's what I'm going to get to. But I don't know exactly what that looks like until I get there. The Ghost of Sabertash. There is a lot of desire for natural bodybuilding, and it pleased me to know so many people want to do things properly without shortcuts. Yes, my friend, it pleased me as well. Thank you for your comment. Natural Hypertrophy Series, another long-term viewer of this channel. Insane growth, bro. You've been making high-quality videos that people are resonating with. All the current and future success is more than deserved. Thank you very much, my friend. My question, do you ever see the influence PED users have on YouTube fitness changing? Even though this underground natural community is definitely growing, I sometimes look for videos outside the bubble and see the Dubai aesthetic bras are still raking in millions of views. Yeah. I fear one day people will start hurling PED accusations at you. How can we ever defeat PED users when there is no way we can prove that we are not one of them? So I don't think the natural community will ever overtake or defeat the mainstream enhanced community here on YouTube. I think your success on YouTube is very much contingent on what your physique looks like. So the better your physique is, the more subscribers you're going to get, the easier it is to brand yourself. And who has the best physiques? It's the steroid users, right? And the fake natties. So I think they're always going to be on top, but we do have our little niche community and it's growing, which is awesome, but I still think it's always going to be sort of a niche community. In terms of defeating steroid users, I mean, I don't think we need to defeat them. We just kind of need to separate ourselves from them. Obviously, there's the fake natties that kind of blur the line, but natural bodybuilding, enhanced bodybuilding, two very different, very separate things. So that's my take, but thank you very much for your comment and all your support, my friend. Leon Gainsborough, what do you enjoy the most when you work out? Why do you do it? Well, there's many things I enjoy when I work out. I guess if I had to pick one, I would say training to failure. I very much enjoy training to failure. I love the feeling of getting that last rep and just knowing that I gave it my all and I couldn't get another one, even if I had a gun to my head. So I love that feeling. Why do I do it? Because I want to get jacked. Christian Hernandez says nutrition. I think I've answered this already, but thank you very much. Yogesh Dahale says 100K soon, brother. Maybe. Thank you very much for your comment. Jivecat, this is definitely a long-term viewer of the channel. Jivecat the Magnificent says, bro, what the actual flip happened? I just checked like a day ago and you were at 4K, and now this. I knew you were steaming ahead, but this is wild, my dude. Awesome work, man. I think you had fewer than 100 subs when I started watching and commenting. Yes, that's true. He has been here since the very beginning. I think Bald Omni-Man had a lower sub count when Man, sorry, my reading is really sucking today. I think Bald Omni-Man had a lower sub count when Alpha Destiny interviewed him even. Come on, Alex. When are you going to reach out to our boy here? Yeah, we'll see. Question, when is Jivecat the Magnificent going to start using his SSB again? Jivecat, my friend, I know you have an SSB in your garage. It's in your house, bro. Get on the damn SSB, all right? Thank you, Jivecat, for all your support. Nate the Great 716, age and what inspired you to make a YouTube channel? So age 25, as I mentioned. What inspired me to make a YouTube channel? So when I first started lifting, I was watching all of these mainstream fitness guys here on YouTube, and I just kind of knew that they were all on steroids and I couldn't really relate to any of them. So I wanted to make a channel where I would just show off natural bodybuilding, show my journey, and give people like a realistic expectation of what you could achieve as a natural. And then I also sort of fell in love with researching old school bodybuilding, so I've been sharing that as well on this channel. So yeah, that's my inspiration. Thank you for your comment. Nibi Nova Fitness says, questions. You've got 4 questions. Can we achieve the Bronze Era kind of physique through home workout and dumbbells only? Yeah, maybe you can get pretty close, but it would help to have a barbell. Do you consider those natural who take BCAA, whey, and creatine as supplements? Yes, you are 100% natural if you take these supplements or any other supplement which is not anabolic steroids or SARMs or anything similar that messes with your hormones. If you take this stuff, you are 100% natural. And anyone who says otherwise is stupid. 3, what's your view on calisthenics? Calisthenics is great. It has no barrier to entry. Anyone can get started on calisthenics. So that's fantastic. If you want to do bodybuilding, you can get started with calisthenics. It's fantastic. Nothing wrong with it. Though at some point, I think getting your hand on some weights is going to help your progression tremendously. And where can I read more about Bronze Era and Silver Era bodybuilders? Well, I'll definitely be making more videos, but there is a channel that makes amazing Bronze and Silver Era videos. It's called Golden Era Bookworm. And I know it says Golden Era, but he also makes many Bronze and Silver Era videos. So go check out his channel. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And he says, great work, bro, full support and keep growing. Thank you very much for your comment and your support, Nibi Nova Fitness. The King says, I really enjoyed your take on the generation before modern steroids. However, my question is, with our equipment now, all the machines, styles, and techniques, could they have built their muscles bigger? I guess what I'm really asking is, what is better, the old way or the new ones? So I do think that yes, with modern styles, techniques, and equipment, they could have gotten bigger. I think the modern styles, the modern machines we have, and our modern take on programming is better than the old school one. That's why I don't train like a Bronze Era bodybuilder. I train like a modern natural bodybuilder. So yeah, I think we've definitely improved on a lot of things, but we still have a lot we can learn from the old school guys as well. Protein Man, holy crap, dude, good job. Thank you very much, bro. Gravelord Nito, do you think there'll ever be a time where steroids just become mainstream and people start using it the way tobacco is smoked, like nothing will happen? No, not really. I don't think that could happen unless there's like some serious advancement in like steroid technology that would make it so they don't actually have any side effects, then maybe. But the way, you have to suffer through a lot of side effects if you want to use steroids. So I don't see them being used like on the general population like that, no. Memapple, why are you so skinny? I'm working on it, bro. Calm.m, what foods are best for natural growth? Well, the best foods are, meat, fish, rice, vegetables, fruits. Eat as much of those as you can. Kevin Joseph Cruz is 29, 30 years old, too late to start lifting and have decent gains. Also, how to stay disciplined and consistent. 29, 30 is definitely not too late. I'm a big believer in it never being too late to start and improve yourself. In terms of how to stay disciplined and consistent, I think I made a video about this. It's called The Key to Effortless Consistency. Go watch that on my channel. Thank you for your comment. That Asian Comrade says, how do you get past the point where your muscles physically give up on you? Like that moment where you're mid-rep and you keep pushing yourself to go, but it's like you lost all strength to that muscle group and they won't budge no matter how much you grit your teeth and muscle through the pain. So you want to get past that point? I don't think you need to get past that point. That sounds like you're getting to failure. If your muscles are giving up on you, that's failure. So you don't need to go past that point. And to get to that point, you just got to do it. There's nothing I can say here that's going to help you train to failure. But you definitely don't need to train past failure unless you're like a very advanced lifter doing some, weird technique. But as a beginner or intermediate, training to that point is perfectly fine. You don't need to go beyond it. Chaitanya Inamdar says, since you've been covering Bronze Era Indian bodybuilders, I'm hoping you cover or at least look at this legend called KV Iyer. He has played a massive role for bodybuilding in southern India. Thanks. Yes, I have actually heard of KV Iyer, and maybe I'll make a video on him in the future. But thank you for your comment. Akila283 says, what's your nutrition plan when you bulk and when you cut? This I have covered. Thank you for your comment. Achu Unknown says, any advice for someone who's going to start workout for first time? Well, I have a video called Build Your Own Beginner Lifting Program in 30 Minutes. Go check that out. And that's about all I can say. How much weight can I gain per month without supplements? Current weight, 82 pounds, height 163 centimeters, also from Achu Unknown. So yes, that is quite skinny, 82 pounds. So you definitely should focus on putting on weight. In terms of how much per month, I can't say, bro. Eat as much as you can and just keep track of your weight and make sure it's going up. I don't think you need to go crazy about trying to hit a certain amount every month. Just try and improve a little bit every month. You definitely want to try and gain weight if you only weigh 82 pounds. Alex Kumbe says, should I keep consuming creatine? I have followed the direction 1 teaspoon a day after or before workout. I have noticed an improvement on muscle gains on bicep, but mostly on my tricep and gastrocnemius. Alex, should you keep consuming creatine? If you're happy with the results that creatine is giving you, then keep consuming it. Personally, I don't use creatine. Yeah, thanks for your comment. Chance Weatherford, best food for gaining weight and muscle if you have a fast metabolism. Again, go check out the video. No bullshit diet advice to go from skinny to jacked. Team Banchamek, are you natural? No. Harlow Bragg, do you have any tips on how to deal with the shame and disappointment of not being able to train like you wish due to an injury? So difficult for me to comment on this since I've never had like a catastrophic injury before. I would say just train whatever body part you're able to train without pain. So like if you injured your legs, then work on your upper body or vice versa. Just do whatever you can and let it heal. I'm sure you'll come back bigger and better than ever. Neko Doff says, it's just that people have more admiration towards Natty lifestyle instead of cheaters. Thank you for your comment. Dad's XAX Gamer, the Kelly Clan TikTok at gives me a very long hashtag. Okay. The Snuggler, what kind of exercises can you do for a torn rotator cuff that will protect the area and prevent further injury? So again, I don't have any experience with any such injuries, so I'm not going to give you any advice here. Please go talk to a physiotherapist. James Treblecock, how long have you been on gear? Ever since I was born, bro. Been blasting that trend for 25 years. Chris, if the exercises old school strongman Saxon Sears ass did are scientifically proven ineffective, why were they so damn strong? Lots of their feats haven't been matched today. So yeah, another example of why you shouldn't necessarily listen to science. Just because some study says that something is suboptimal doesn't mean it's bad. And focus more on your personal experience and listen to the experiences of other people who are more advanced than you, and don't worry so much about studies. Sir Taco the Third says, nice, congrats my man. My question, currently out of shape due to working 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. 6 days a week. Wow, that's quite a tough schedule. What do you recommend for a total beginner that wants to better himself on a time budget? So if you're on the time budget, I think the best thing you can do is get on a full body split. Even just working out 2 times per week, doing full body, you can hit every muscle in your body twice per week, and that's pretty much enough for it to be growing. So look into a full body split and do that as many times as you can. Even 2 or 3 times a week is enough for you to be getting results and to get started. Fundamental Tamilan, share about your daily food and supplements intake. So food, I think I've covered already. Supplements, I do not take any supplements at the moment. Antonis Papas, best diet to follow for athleticism. I don't really do athleticism here. I do bodybuilding. Diet, I think I've talked about. If you would like someone who talks a lot about athleticism, go check out Alec on Kiri's channel. Greg Lacroix, dude, it's cool to watch your fitness. It's cool to watch your journey in fitness and on YouTube. Thank you very much, Greg. It's also very cool for me to watch it. Usman Ahmed, I just have a dumbbell at home and I'm bony, skinny. I'm 44 kilos and my height is 6 foot. Wow, that is very skinny indeed. Can you suggest what exercises should I do? Can't afford gym. So definitely you're going to want to put on weight. You're going to want to get yourself in a calorie surplus and weigh yourself every day. Try to increase your weight. Obviously 44 kilos is extremely skinny for your height. In terms of what can you do at home, I mean, you can do all the calisthenics exercises. If you can get yourself a pull-up bar, that would be very helpful. And, I'm not going to go into it and give you a whole program here. Try your best, try and adapt whatever program you can find to the equipment you have. Arnav Pandi, should one stay in their healthy BMI weight, or can I push a little bit in the overweight category with less than 14% body fat? So if your BMI is overweight and you're less than 14% body fat, you're probably very jacked. So I would guess you're most likely underestimating your body fat. But in terms of BMI, I think BMI is bullshit. Me, right now, I am overweight according to BMI. So you don't have to worry about being overweight. If your BMI says morbidly obese, then maybe you should think about it. But overweight and BMI is not really a thing. Obviously, if you're lifting and you have muscle, BMI might consider you to be overweight even if you're perfectly healthy. So don't worry about that. Avalero 13, amen, brother. I like what you're doing. Profile pic is Natty, maybe creatine. I forgot. Creatine is hard for me to handle with digestive issues. I sliced 20 foot of intestine out in a moto wreck. Jesus. Had nutritional malabsorption and had just gotten out of the hospital from gallstones in the pic. Hospital band still on the right hand. Yeah, so I see you have a hospital selfie there. If I can do it, we all can. Diet, health, and wellness all over. Ran across you on my other channel, just signed in here so I could comment with this profile pic. Keep it up, bro. For me, drop sets work best. Starting heavy to failure. pausing only to drop 50% of the weight and pumping out to failure again, no rest, also maybe 2 workouts a week. Thank you very much for your comment, bro. Happy to hear that you're doing better after your moto wreck. That's pretty crazy. The next one, I cannot read. These looks like Arabic letters, I'm guessing. Subscribe because you use dark mode, also good videos. Thank you for your comment, bro. Please tell me how to pronounce your name. The Dan Wheeler Show feat FT Kaz. Incredible stats, my man. Check out my recent post. I'm on the grind too. I will do that. Thank you for your comment. Peaceful Beast. I believe it's because your videos are about what is clearly amazing strength and muscle gain stories from people and places we, the viewer, is unfamiliar with, not just the same cheap cookie cutter advice everyone gives. Keep it up. Yeah, thank you very much for your comment and your support. Peaceful Beast. Filippo 1207. Man, now it's 40,000. That's really fast. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. Thanks for your comment. It's Joseph. How did you start going to the gym? I live in a small town. There's only 2 gyms and a lot of people go to them. I just have a lot of anxiety, but I want to be fit, so I just do at-home workouts, but I feel like it's not enough. So how to get started in the gym? Well, you just have to go, man. You have to realize that not everyone there is going to be staring at you and obsessed with you. Everyone there is doing their own thing. They're concentrating on their own workout and they're really not worried about you. You know, if you just show up there for the first time, you might feel like everyone's looking at you, but I promise you go a couple times, you know, and you'll relax and you'll realize that everyone's just doing their own thing and you can go and focus on your own thing as well. So, you know, the gym is where people go to get jacked. No one shows up their first gym. No one shows up to the gym on their first day jacked. You go there to get jacked. So everyone started somewhere. Just go do it and you'll see it's really not as big a deal as you made it out to be in your head. My Fight Party. How do you get one video to pop like that? Pure luck, tags, improved quality over others, or was it more interesting content? Your rise is amazing. Yeah, to be honest, bro, I'm gonna say it's luck. As I said, this video which blew up, I uploaded it like 9 months ago. It doesn't even have a thumbnail, tags, description, any of that. It's a short video. And I didn't change anything. It just blew up on its own like 9 months later. So pure luck as far as I can tell. Jacob Rodriguez. I work remotely and have a home gym. Could I benefit by doing much shorter, much more frequent workouts? So a few sets of one body part in the morning, a few sets of another body part in the afternoon, then evening, etc. Well, Jacob, I'm in a very similar situation to you with a home gym and having time. Personally, I prefer doing my workouts all at once, but I will say it is mainly personal preference. If you want to spread out your workout like that over the day and it works for you and you get the results, then go ahead and do it. I think as long as you get the same amount of sets in over the week, it doesn't really matter how it's distributed. So if you want to do it that way, and it works for you and you enjoy it, go ahead and do it. Personally, I would rather just get my workout done all at once. KidFred_12, opinion on heavy duty training. Again, do what works for you. Give it a try. If it works for you, do it. Nikki So 2, 2K or 20K, and then Nikki So 2 again, or 40K actually, because goddamn. Yeah. Coming up on 50K now. I know, it's crazy. Yukon Cornelius, are you natty? No, bro, I am definitely not natty. Plagies. Is there a substantial difference between your initial newbie gains in the first year of training and the culmination of the years after? Well, it's difficult for me to comment on this because, as I mentioned before, I've only been seriously bodybuilding for like a year and a half. So my newbie gains are not that far behind me, and so I cannot comment on this yet. Tiny Void, how do you help a rotator cuff or lower back injury? Again, please talk to a physiotherapist. I don't want to answer these kinds of questions. But thank you for asking anyway. Call me Bungus, 500K channel visits and 229 subs. It's genuine pain like a deep stab wound. Sorry to hear that, bro. Keep grinding. Daniel Eccleston. Can I achieve a decent muscular physique with calisthenics alone? Yes, you can definitely achieve a decent muscular physique with calisthenics alone. At some point though, you might need weights to continue progressing. Dookie Pringles, thoughts on big guys like Ronnie and Jay, Kai and Sean? Yeah, I don't really follow mainstream bodybuilding. I'm into natural bodybuilding. And so, you know, I would recommend staying away from whatever these guys are doing because, you know, you don't want to die young. You want to live a long, healthy life. So that's why I do natural bodybuilding, not enhanced bodybuilding. So I don't really have an opinion on these guys. I don't really follow them. I don't get inspired by them, you know, so that's it. Ty Rod End, you said creatine is natural, but I'm curious if drinking Bang is still natty. I don't know what Bang is, but I'm going to guess that it's an energy drink, and in that case, yes. Wow, just 20K subscribers. I swear I thought you had more before I read all the comments. Congratulations to you. Your videos are professional and genuine. Thank you. Thank you very much for the kind comment, bro. I appreciate that. Roy Hemion, I'm Natty, all truth. All right, bro, that's cool. Again, oh my God, from Roy Hemion, who are the two? Are they me or are they you? Okay, this seems to be a long poem of sorts, mentioning Jesus and Jacob. All right, bro, that's very cool. And here's some more from Roy. Okay, all right. Let's move on. Oh no. Come on. Okay. Sorry, Roy, I'm not going to read all your sermons. Zenchi Got 7. Sorry, I definitely didn't pronounce that right. What's your favorite toe? My favorite toe, bro, is my big toe. It is freakishly huge. Maybe I'll show you one day. Rahul Halder, how to remove chin fat to get a sharp jawline. You cannot specifically remove fat from your jaw. Don't spend time researching that, and don't believe anyone who says you can. There are no exercises for it. There's no special diet. The only thing you can do is be in a calorie deficit, and that will remove fat from your entire body. Eventually, it will also remove fat from your jaw. So try to lose weight. Go in a deficit. That's how you make your jaw more defined. And the final question, Blue Brick, how many times a week do you train calves? At the moment, I train calves 2 times per week. So that's it. That's all the comments. Thank you very much to everyone who has left comments. Sorry for all the names I may have mispronounced and for all the stutters. I tried to get through this as quickly as possible, but I hope at least some of you found this useful or enjoyable. And again, if you have any questions for my next Q&A, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you guys, and see you in the next video.